الذين يتبعون الرسول النبي الأمي الذي يجدونه مكتوبا عندهم في التوراة والإنجيل يأمرهم بالمعروف وينهاهم عن المنكر. Those that follow the messenger, the prophet who was illiterate, whose mention they find written with them in the Torah and the Injil, he orders them with good and he forbids them with evil. The asal of the religion, ya ikhwan, was never overlooking mistakes. The asal of this religion is that every prophet and messenger was sent to fulfill this obligation. Not to ignore the mistakes. And we are not from those that only focus on the mistakes of others. And we ignore the mistakes amongst the ummah of Muhammad. But rather, the mistakes of the ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam are more dangerous than the mistake of the Yahudi or the Nasrani or the Hindu or the Sikh or other than them. Because they are the product of a Muslim. And when the Muslims look at it, they may fall into it. So without a doubt, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam would not keep silent. If someone from amongst the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim made a mistake, he would advise them and he would correct them. This was their characteristic. Not only is the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam described as الذي يأمر بالمعروف وينهى عن المنكر, he is the one who orders good and forbids evil. His ummah is described in the same manner. When Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala, he says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. You are the best of nations raised up for mankind. Why? You order what is good and you forbid what is evil and you believe in Allah. The reason this ummah is the best of nations is because of this sifa of al-amru bil-ma'ruf wa nahyu anil munkar. And we occupy ourselves with this, ya ikhwan. Not as they say, that we love division. Wallahi, we don't love division. It bothers us more than it bothers anyone else that the ummah is divided. But rather we occupy ourselves with this because it is a characteristic of this ummah. We are the best of nations because we remain upon this. And now you look at their hal. Look at their condition now. If you look, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, this is important. Wallahi. If you look at those that have made harb against the Salafis, specifically in the States, those that have continuously said, you are the mutashaddidun, you are the extreme ones, you have nothing better to do but to speak about people and speak about their mistakes. Rather, this is all you occupy yourselves with. And wallahi, this is kadhib. But if you travel up and down the states with the lessons that are occurring in the different masajid, you will find Quran schools. You will find lessons in fiqh. You will find lessons in tawheed. You will find lessons in tajweed. You will find lessons in aqeedah, in manhaj. And yes, along with this you will find rudud. You will find the brothers mentioning the mistakes. Those that opposed us, used to backbite us, saying that this is all we want is division. We don't occupy ourselves with anything but rudud. Look at their hal today. Ikhwan, that they have gone to the point that they are ready to sit on the same forum, the same platform as the kuffar. They are ready to have ta'awun with nation of Islam. Sit on their platforms. That propagates them, promotes them. And not a single time out of your mouth, as a PhD student, were you able to say, "Wa Muhammad khatimul anbiya'i wal mursaleen"? That you have gone to the point that you do not even want to tell them that they are wrong. Allahu Akbar. For the sake of unity, you are ready to unite with the one who says that Allah was born of a woman? You are ready to unite with the one that says that Allah descended upon the earth in the form of a man? Who refers to himself as a Muslim? And propagate them as they are Muslims, and that you do not even order good and forbid evil to them. This is the reality, ya ikhwan. It shows their purpose. Their purpose is not that they want good. This is not their purpose. Their purpose is not that they want ijtima', because we want ijtima'. We are the ones that call the people to ijtima' by calling them away from the reasons of division. We call the people to talabul ilm, seeking knowledge. They don't do this. Why don't they do this? Because if they promote the seeking of knowledge, this only lowers their level. We promote to the people following kitab and sunnah, doing lessons in aqeedah, doing lessons in manhaj. They don't. We do it because the aqeedah unites. They do it, they leave it off because in their minds, aqeedah disunites. Aqeedah divides in their mind. And if they divide the people, who will fill their pockets? And then you have those that they are ready to blame us and lie upon us. Say we are the ones. Wallahi ya ikhwan, your brothers from the du'at here that have visited us, wallahi, never has there been a time when they have demanded a single payment from us. But rather, we find us cooperating to spread this da'wah. This is the reality. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala orders us, Shaykh Fawzan, He orders us with the ordering of good. وَلْتَكُمْ مِنْكُمْ أُمَّةٌ يَدْعُونَ إِلَى الْخَيْرِ وَيَأْمُرُونَ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ وَيَنْهَوْنَ عَنِ الْمُنْكَرِ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. And let there be amongst you a group calling to righteousness, ordering good, forbidding evil, and they are those that are successful. What is the meaning of al-ma'roof and what is the meaning of al-munkar? Al-ma'roof, ya ikhwan, is called, it is named al-ma'roof لأنها تعرفها العقول السليمة والفطر المستقيمة. The sound intellect, the fitra which has not been corrupted, it sees it as ma'roof. It sees it, it knows it to be righteousness. And the greatest act of righteousness, of obedience, is the worship of Allah alone and without any partners. and the leaving off of the worship of other than Allah. And then the rest of the acts of obedience. As for al-munkar, كل ما نهى الله تعالى عنه رسوله, all that which Allah forbade His messenger from. فجميع المعاصي munkar, every sin is munkar. لأنها تنكرها العقول السليمة والفطر المستقيمة, because it is negated, it is prohibited by a sound intellect, by an uncorrupted fitra or a natural disposition. وَتُنْكِرُهَا الشَّرَائِعُ السَّمَاوِيَّةِ, and the divine revelations, they refute it, they prohibit it. كَمَا أَنَّ الْمَعْرُوفَ تُقِرُّهُ الشَّرَائِعُ السَّمَاوِيَّةِ, just as the divine legislations, they establish that which is righteous. What is the benefit of al-amru bil-ma'ruf wa-nahyu 'anil munkar?